Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this video is all about the files and file handling in Python. So let's go. Let's start it with the file named as file handling py, or we have got three types of, or like two types of basic file handling things, like how we're gonna be entering data into the file and how we're gonna be extracting the data from the file, reading and writing. So we're gonna be doing with the first is called reading, and number two is writing slash appending. The major difference between writing and appending is the difference of replacing the alt text. When you are dealing with a file, when you are appending and writing, the writing function replaces all of the thing that you have made him to write. For example, you have write this is good. So all of my txt file would have written this is good, this is good, this is good, and all would be replaced by this thing. And append would do it like I want to append something. It won't replace anything but add a line to it. So that's the major difference between writing and appending. Let's get started with the fact that how we're going to be opening the file is file. If we have to open it with the variable called file, or any variable that you want to name it as. File is equals to open is the function that makes you open the file, and we are going to be writing the name of the file. For example, we have contact.txt. You can write the name of the file that you have. For example, if this file was contactfull.txt, so my name would be contactfull.txt. So how gonna be opening this file is with the double commas, and there are so many things that we can open file in, but we're gonna be opening file in the read mode so that we can extract data from it. We can extract data from it, like we can extract data from it. Like if I print the file, we gonna be having nothing but about the information of the file. If I run the file, we have got only this. The text wrapper name is contact.txt. We have opened the file in the reading mode, and the encoding we have using at UTF-8. But you'll be asking the question is, why am I not getting the file that I want to be extracting the data from? So we have got the function which we call the read line function. Read line and the read lines have the major difference is the read line, the name from it, this proves that we're going to be reading only the single line, the first line of the data. So the first line of my data says fainted, so it's printing me fainted. This it has got space after fainted. This is because of the fact that it has got so much data out that it can read, but it is null, so it is printing me a space or a null data, or like nothing on it. But if you're gonna be printing like file dot read lines, it's gonna be writing file dot read lines. So the name proves it that all of the data in the file would be given to me in my console, but in an array of strings. So if I printed it, I'm getting all of the data that is in the array of strings. You be seeing that here this backslash n, this backslash n indicated that there is a new line starting from it, and that's why it is returning me with the backslash n. So if I loop it on, like for example, if I like write it data is equals to file dot read lines, and then I'm gonna be printing the data. But before that, I'm gonna loop it through it for index in range, for index in data. So if I print the index, I'm gonna be getting all of the data in the form of not array of strings, but a strings data. Like for example, if I printed, you may see that there are so much data, but it is not in the form of array of string, but a single data that we wanted, because the data is because my loop is looping through this data and returning me all the item that is printed in it. But for example, if I like do this, like give me the first index value, for example fourth index value, I'm gonna be getting this thing. So if I getting me, like for example, index of 1, it will be returning me all of the value that's being in the first value of the index. So we have learned about read lines and the read line. This is the basic that a beginner should be know about. So I'm gonna be commenting it all down. So let's get started with the writing or appending thing. So what's the difference between appending and writing? So I'm gonna be doing it like contact.txt with a writing mode. So if I write, like for example, uh, file dot write, and then I'm going to be writing contact file dot write. We're going to be file, and this is something I have written. So if I if I'm just gonna be closing the file, we have got a function named as file dot close, which close the file about when there is no work have to be done. But in Python, it's have to be done automatically by the by the interpreter, so you don't have to do anything for yourself. If I make the data run, so you have learned that I had told you that it will all be replaced by this data that I have written by this function called file.write. So all the data has been replaced by this thing that I have written is something I have written. But for example, if I write file.append, so we have what we were doing was, I was telling you about the write method and the append method. So the write method have this thing like it will replace all of the data, but if we talk about the append method, so technically the append method and the writing method is same, but they replace it. I have told you about several times. But if I open the data, if I open the file in the append mode, so I have to open the append mode with the letter A. So if I write A, so it means that the file has been opened in the append mode. So if I write file dot write, and then let's do this and then write again. Okay, so if I write this is appended data. So if I just run the data, if I run the, so you can see this is the line that's being appended. I have you have got this is appended data. So that's the basic of all the file method and writing method. So in the next video, I'm going to be creating a new project with the file handling method. This is a expenses tracker project. So in the next video, I'm going to be doing that thing. So stay tuned for the next video.